Boyz II Men member Shawn expressed himself so eloquently on this show. I saw this clip a couple of days ago. Stated for a fact how this country has directed hatred towards indigenous black folks. The man who was on a panel with him said, well, wait a minute. It's not hatred, it's indifference. Go look at what indifference is. That man should be ashamed of himself. Why is it so hard for them to admit hatred? Then Shawn asked him if he knew what the Red Summer was, 1919. He said, no, he too old to not know what that is. So the next time you want to talk about black folks rioting and destroying their communities, shut your MFing mouth up until you research how often white men and women and children rioted in this country because they didn't get their way, and then lives were taken, black lives were taken. Until you learn that and stop ignoring the violent past of white America, you ain't got a damn thing to say. Check this out.
This country has a history of hateration. And what I mean by that is, just like you said,
I think more worse than that is indifferent. Because it's really easy to be indifferent. There's a lot of people that don't hate, but they're indifferent to it.
The reason why I say that, and this is the more popular thing because I guess it's become more mainstream to talk about this particular place. They call it Black Wall Street. It's a group of black people that built up the neighborhood, pulled up their own bootstraps, and created a small, thriving, successful neighborhood. One bothering nobody. That rich, affluent black people walking around in mink coats and Cadillacs or cars, whatever. I don't know if it was Cadillacs, but it was cars, and they had their own planes. Everything that you're talking about. Had their own hospitals, movie theaters, everything. It was hateration. That's not a word, but it was hateration that burnt that place down. It was a false accusation that made another group of people on the other side of the tracks that weren't as affluent. They could have been. Just like you said, it's all about you. They could have built up their city too. But for some reason, they just didn't know how. And they saw all those pretty cars and those pretty dresses and suits, buildings, happy people. And they just couldn't stand it. So they burned the bitch down. That's hate. That's it. It has nothing to do with anything else. That's fucking hate of a person that didn't look like them, that is thriving. How dare they thrive on what is considered my soil, my land. Oh, and then it happened in North Carolina. In Rosewood, Florida, in Central Park.
And I want to reiterate how vicious these attacks were. They weren't just destroying their physical material property. They were unaliving them. I did a video where I was talking briefly about the 1919 Red Summer when they would go and burn these black people's houses down. Black men, women, and children would run out of the houses on fire. They would laugh at them and throw rocks at them.